Resuming. Nerd. World. Order. Broadcast. Dynaphones connected. Initiating broadcast signal in
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies, gentlemen, and knights of the Nerd World Order, this is the Nerd World Order broadcast. I am the man that you call Dukes, and to my right, it's all about the...
Booyah, what's up? It's your boy Joe, baby.
And to my other right, weighing in at 178 adamantium Phil Pounds, coming straight out of Krakoa, Alfonso X-Man Flores.
It's clobbering time.
And from the Cult Popcast, because it's still a tongue twister, we have Stephen Burnett. How you doing, Stephen?
It's called Popcasting time.
Love it, man. So first of all, Stephen, thank you for taking time out from your busy schedule to disagree with me. People do love the Fantastic Four.
You are very welcome. I'm glad to be here, as usual.
Awesome, dude. So we are going to jump into this. Yes, it is clobbering time. We're not going to be discussing CM Punk. We are going to be discussing the Fantastic Four. We're going to be discussing the Marvel movie, giving you our predictions. Some of us who care more about the Fantastic Four than I do are going to be able to bring you up to speed, tell you what the Fantastic Four is about, tell you why you should love this movie, tell you why it matters. I'll start out by telling you my level of anticipation for this movie. I don't anticipate this movie at all, but I'm going to watch it anyway. I'll probably get tickets a few hours before I go see it, but hey, I'm excited enough to have these three gentlemen on to educate all of you about the Fantastic Four. Alfonso, what's your level of excitement about this movie coming out?
I mean, we'll say yours is about here, and mine is about... Joe, can you put your hand up? No, I'm very, very excited for this movie, man. I was a little, trepidatious about Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic because he just didn't seem like he fit the part. But the more and more you're seeing him in the trailer, and the more and more he's talking, and I guess I could almost buy that he's super intelligent.
Or is it, once again, Alfonso, oh, he's old? Is that what you're doing again?
Not quite yet. He is old.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, well. What's your level of anticipation, Stephen?
I lately with Marvel, I'm trying to just really not care that much, but I am excited. I'm very, very excited. Because I think it'll be the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever got, which is not saying much. But I'm very excited. But at the same time, Marvel's been what it's been lately. And Feige came out recently and said all that stuff this last weekend about he said, what did he say? He was saying all the problems that have arisen since Phase 4 and 5 and making too many hours of content, and essentially that they saturated the market. And he doesn't think it's a demand issue. He thinks comic book movies are still in demand, as is evident with Superman and the success of Superman. But he does think that they saturated the market and kind of killed the demand for Marvel films. And he's trying to get that back by focusing in and honing in on really important films. And I think Thunderbolts was one of them. I think it was a good film, and I think Fantastic Four will be another one. And I was genuinely surprised by Ironheart too, with all the stuff that happened there. So right now the hype for me is I'm trying to get back on that train. I mean, but I don't want to be off the train. I want to be on the train. I want to be with everybody and going down, barreling down, the mountaintop, that kind of thing. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. All the scores and the ratings are coming out right now too, and that's got me hyped because it's getting high ratings. People are saying it's awesome, and yeah, it's a fantastically interesting time.
Well, I think since they put fantastic in the title, it's probably the only thing that's going to be fantastic about this movie. But to disagree with me, Joe, what's your level of anticipation?
See what you did there, both of you. See what both of you did there. Kevin Feige, one of the people that I very dislike and I can't stand is LeBron James. When he wins and it goes well, he takes credit. When it goes bad, he runs away and says he did everything he could do. And that's Kevin Feige. After the ship started sinking, you didn't say, hey, I was the cause of it. You just said, hey, let me do a reset. Oh, and let me say we did this. We should have did this. Oh, I could have sworn James Gunn did that same interview before he said anything about how Marvel was doing that, how he's going to do something different in the DC. And if you go back to our last podcast from the beginning, we had said James Gunn and Gunn We Trust, if he does well in DC, he's going to force Marvel to be better. And just by him going and being in DC with Suicide Squad and what kind of name? I'm so bad at the other name. What's the
Peacemaker.
No, Peacemaker was good, but the cartoon
Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos. He's 3 for 3, right? Not only is he 3 for 3 for stuff that he's made, he's 3 for 3 for black characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bloodshot, Amanda Waller, and who else?
Mr. Terrific.
There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the good thing about what Kevin Feige has done so far is paused on a lot of stuff that he's coming out with. James Gunn's doing a lot of stuff that we talked about is do everything animated. You can get so much stuff done with animation and do all it's cheaper. You get what you need to say done out of there. Stories are better animated sometimes than it is in live action.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I'm looking forward to is thus far, it has been done very well what they came out with. And Fantastic Four, to your point, Steven, is not that. If you take over a bad company from the bottom, you have no choice but to go up, right? So, like, no matter what you do, it's going to be better. Because no one talks about. Now, don't get me wrong. I did like some of the old stuff in Fantastic Four, like Silver Surfer. Lawrence Fishburne's voice was dope. I mean, the special effects back in the day was dope. Love Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, there are some good takeaways from it, but I think they have to hit this one out of the park. We've always said that, like in this podcast, is if the Fantastic Four does not do well, it's done. It's a wrap, bro. I'm sorry, it's a wrap. It has to do well.
Yeah. I think it will. I think I'm not necessarily sure it'll like tickle all of your guys' fancies. Like you all have particular taste. So but I think if you can just move a little bit past it and accept some of the stuff that like like the disbelief factor of that exists in comic books, like there are things that happen, you're like, that's weird. But if you can get past and just enjoy the ride, I think you'll be pleased. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to talk too much about like the events of what we've seen because I have spoiled it for myself. I do know everything that happens in it. And I did that very intentionally. I loved Superman, but the actual experience of watching it was really hard for me because I'm a huge Superman fan, and not knowing what happened, I was not enjoying the film as I was watching it because I was criticizing it really. Like I was like, when is he going to get back together with Lois? Like we saw like one scene with them and like they didn't get together again until like the end of the film, and I was like so disturbed by a lot of the choices that were made. So I love knowing the events before I go in. But with Fantastic Four, it has a lot of things cooking, like on the grill. Like there's like the 60s element, which Fantastic Four, the comic started in 1961. It's got the 60s era looking for it. It's got the like that retro futurism look of the 60s, kind of blended like with like mid-century modern furniture and aesthetic. You got really good actors. I think like so many good actors that they even had a fantastic actor, John Malkovich, that isn't even going to show up in it. They totally edited him out of the film. And I think we're going to see a lot of surprises and a lot of like comic accurate, like straight ripped out of like Jack Kirby comics and Stan Lee. The look of it, the tone of it. I don't want to talk too much either about like the family dynamic, because obviously that's a huge part of it. But I think that there's so much more complexity to the characters individually than just the family dynamic. I think the family is the thing that bonds them together, but I think they're also separately very interesting characters. And then the other thing that's really interesting about this movie, keep in mind, and let me just think for a second. No, Deadpool did it first, but this is the first actual like restart of one of the IPs coming over through the Fox buyout. So they bought Fox, they bought like X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool. This is the first time, like, we haven't seen an X-Men reboot really. Kind of, we saw Deadpool 3 or Deadpool and Wolverine. But this is the first time you actually have like a reboot using new actors. This is Marvel, the MCU version of one of their beloved lost to Fox, lost to Sony franchises. You know what I mean? And so I think there's a lot riding on this, and I think you're all right. Like, you are all correct in saying there's a lot riding on this, and I think because of that, because it's like this is the first Fox franchise that they're rebooting, there's just a lot happening. They have to get it right. That they put Matt Shakman, the guy who did WandaVision, and when COVID hit, everybody loved WandaVision. Everyone was talking about it. I think it was even nominated for some Emmys or some TV awards, which is not, you're not seeing that today with a lot of the Marvel shows. But Matt Shakman is the kind of the brainchild and the person that's in charge of, again, that 50s, 60s, 70s aesthetic, the retro futurism thing that they had going on in WandaVision. He's carrying that through. He's a good storyteller. We know that from WandaVision. So I'm really looking forward to seeing like what he's gonna do here. Rant over.
That's an awesome rant too. Hey,
Yeah.
Alfonso and Steven, if you can kind of educate the folks listening, like, who is the Fantastic Four? Why should we care? And what's a little bit of their backstory? A little bit. No, that's like hours.
Well, the Fantastic Four is the first family of Marvel. You gotta get that down right off the bat. I mean, I guess after Captain America was kind of their flagship. Well, it was really their flagship team even before the Avengers, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that was one thing that they did a lot different than most of, like, of course, Justice League was your huge standard back in the day. Fantastic Four really, like, they were the first family of comics. They were a family dynamic, and there was superheroing going on in the background. You've got Reed Richards, the smartest man in the world. You've got Sue Storm, his most beautiful wife, and you got Johnny Storm, who's like the kid. Remember when we talked about how every show's got to have the kid? So he's the kid, and Ben Grimm, he's the muscle, but he's the monster with a heart of gold. So it had a lot of dynamics borrowed from different types of stories that just blended so well together. And up until now, The Incredibles has been the best Fantastic Four movie. I'm super stoked about this. I don't know if you guys all saw the first 5 minutes of the movie that was released. I won't go too much into it, but they do show, basically it's the first 4 years of what happened after they got their powers. So you do see some bad guys that you weren't expecting to see. So it was kind of neat, and just a really quick, I don't know how much they're going to be in it, but from what I saw, super excited. As far as the Fantastic Four go, they, Reed and Sue, they got together, and, they had Franklin Richards, who for the longest time was a mutant, which is, right there on the realm of X-Men, so I'm super stoked about that, except when they decided that, oh, well, just kidding, he is so powerful that he was disguising himself as a mutant so that they can protect him or something. It got to be a little convoluted, but
Alfonso, let me ask you a question, because you're just going off into X-Men land.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bring me in.
What are their powers? Why should we care? Why is this going to get us excited about their powers or anything?
All right. Well, so here's the thing.
Nice.
His sweet Aunt Petunia, Ben Grimm. He is basically a man made of rock. On par with the Hulk. but he gets to retain his intelligence. He's an expert pilot, so there's that. That's what's going for him. Again, monster with a heart of gold. You've got
So good you can't even remember.
Now there's also Sue Storm.
Yeah.
Well, no,
she can turn
I was getting
invisible,
there.
and she's overpowered. Go ahead. You can tell us about Mr. Fantastic, Alfonso.
he's stretchy, very, very stretchy.
Stretchy.
Not like Plastic Man. All right, he doesn't change the shape of his hands. You know, he can make them flat, he can make them long, and he can make.
That's
Yeah. So Mr. Fantastic, very, very stretchy, but most importantly, he's the smartest man on the planet. So he's got that going for him.
Here's
Is he
what
the
I
smartest man on the planet?
here's what I can't understand with the Fantastic Four, bro. Why I can't get into it. If I want a burrito, like a good burrito, I'm gonna go to a Mexican joint. I'm not gonna go to Taco Bell. So for me, it's like they're bootleg mutants. Like I have mutant powers, but I'm not a mutant. I'm Ben Grimm, but I can't shapeshift. See, that's another thing that bugs me. Everyone else can manifest their powers except for Ben Grimm. He's just stuck as Ben Grimm. Like he can't change back to human, and I don't know. That always bugged me. I always felt like he should have the same ability. I guess it's to create writing, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he goes through something, but I don't know. I think you're gonna do all these little reboots in comics and stuff and rechange people. Why can't you rechange him? It'd be dope if they did this in the movie. You'd be able to change, but I guess they're not gonna do it. The only I play Marvel Rivals. I have played more Fantastic Four characters in that game than I have ever read a comic book from Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Grimm. They even that's a line in the 2004 movie.
Yeah,
Like Chris Evans goes, "How come you can't turn it on and off like we can?" You know,
yeah.
he's like worried about Michael Chiklis as the thing. And then you're not wrong. I mean, like they've taken characters from Fantastic Four and put them in other things. Like the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the 70s show, I think it was, the animated, had the Human Torch was like one of his amazing friends that like hung out with him all the time. And they brought that back around in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Like Johnny Storm was like in the Ultimate universe was like one of Peter Parker's really good friends. Yeah, man, I agree with you. Like that's why I was trying to say they're all interesting separately. One of my first introductions was remember when they were doing the Marvel Knights, like they would redo like a really gritty, edgy kind of adult like Punisher or like Spider-Man. I started reading it was just called Four, and it was like the whole idea was that I first bought it because I thought Susan Storm was like crazy attractive on the cover of the comic book. But it was like a really touching story. It was like, what would happen if the Fantastic Four, they had the Baxter Building and they lost all their money? Like someone pulled the funding for like all of Reed's like scientific exploits, and they like Sue Storm had to go teach, like she was teaching like college classes. Because she's also really smart too, in addition to Reed. Not like Reed. She's not like the smartest woman on the planet, but and then Ben had to like go back to work. He was like doing construction or something, and Johnny was like trying to make money. What was he doing? I forget exactly, but like maybe modeling or babysitting or something funny like that. But it was like a really grounded, really interesting. And I think like Joe, to your point, like you could say that about any comic book character. Like anyone's a bootleg X-Men or like bootleg mutant. Like Spider-Man isn't necessarily a mutant, but you know, he got his powers differently, and so did the Hulk, and so did like all these key founding father characters in the Marvel universe that all came from Stan Lee's kind of imagination. They all had these like little origin stories, and that's what I think is so interesting. It's like this is like one of the original ideas straight out of Stan's mind, and it's like here's this little tight little unit of people, and they got their powers this way through like some cosmic radiation from space. Really fascinating. I mean, I think it's kind of ahead of its time. You know, we didn't even make it to the moon. The whole space race was kind of in everybody's mind, but we didn't make it to the moon until like 1969. So
or did
or we still haven't. So, yeah. So like, I don't know. It's just a fascinating kind of, yeah. Like the one of the biggest aspects, one of the things I think that might be like they're trying to retcon a bunch of stuff in the MCU will be that it's set like in a multiverse world, maybe. You know, like, is it not in the 616 universe because Feige says this is the 616 universe, or is it like, how are they going to try to tie it all together to make like these actors that we've never heard of before in our version of the MCU and tie them into the bigger story? And
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't feel forced. Like that's kind of one of my bigger worries going into it, you know.
I think they're just gonna, if they do the multiverse, I could just see them, the worlds get combined like they did in the comics, like how Miles Morales came over through the Ultimate Universe. I think the same thing's gonna happen. It's kind of, I know Alan might disagree with this, and I want to hear his thoughts on that. But I've always said, like, once they killed off Captain America and Iron Man, it was a wrap, because you killed off like your best characters, the smartest ones for like for freedom and stuff like that. For like your most dynamic characters, you're killing off. Black Widow, just because she's fine, they shouldn't have killed her off, but I get it. But the other two, like the main people that you need to have around. And I know Alan probably disagree with that.
I feel like the proof's in the pudding. I'd really like to disagree, but I mean, the interest in Marvel significantly reduced, and I believe the quality of the product reduced when Iron Man and Captain America went their respective ways, and they didn't do enough to build a good foundation or even provide good stories where you'd want to continue with those, with the other characters. And Kevin Feige says, "Oh well, we oversaturated the market." Look, if you put out 100 movies and they're all good, people will consume and enjoy all 100 movies. But Mr. Feige, the problem is you put out garbage to the point where Steven stopped caring. But he really wants to. And so that, am I wrong? That's the problem. You put out a lot of garbage movies.
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok, okay? Multiverse of Madness was okay. But, Ant-Man and the Wasp, 3 movies in a row.
Oh, then did you hear what he said? He goes, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have had Ant-Man beat Kang." There was like a wrestler that tweeted. He goes like this. He goes, "Bro, you have your top heel that you're trying to get, and he got beat by a jobber, and then you wonder why he's not as strong as Thanos." And you're just like, "Bro, homeboy hit it on the head right there." Like, to your point, he messed up. And dude, doesn't he read comics too? I thought that was his big thing, bro. Like, you're trying to convince us Kang's going to be the next baddie, and then he gets work like that from Ant-Man, bro. Like, the most least favorite Avenger, and he writes a book about it. It's like, come on.
I still think they should have killed Ant-Man in Quantumania. I think it would actually make the movie so much better.
Yeah.
If they like killed him off and they like made have actual stakes where like Kang is like kills him.
Yes.
Or Kang like just sucks him into a hole or something with him.
If Kang would have killed him, you'd have been like, damn, dude.
Yeah. It would have made the movie would have been better if it was like we're mourning the loss of effing Paul Rudd right now.
See, the only problem with that is Paul Rudd, no matter how old he is, still looks young.
Well, yeah, but if he's dead, I mean,
they could do Marvel Zombies.
I would love that actually.
Well, speaking of animation, someone brought up like, it's cheaper to do animation stories. What did you guys think of the Spider-Man, the animated show? Did you guys watch it?
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?
Yeah. It was good. I liked it. You like it?
I thought it was solid. Like, I thought it was really solid.
Yeah.
I did not like What If season 3. It might be one of my least favorite things that Marvel's done in quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think of Superman? You think that you enjoy it?
That's a whole separate conversation. No, it's a whole separate conversation. I mean, I will say that I did like it. I don't necessarily think and I liked all the actors. I thought David Cornsweet was fantastic. Rachel Brosnahan was fantastic. Nicholas Hoult, fantastic as Lex Luthor. All the ancillary characters. I loved seeing Green Lantern because Green Lantern is one of my other favorite characters. All of that. So I'm excited for that series coming out in January. it's coming up quick, like 6 months. We're gonna have a HBO Green Lantern show, which is insane.
Mhm.
Written by the guy who made Lost. It's gonna be freaking, and Watchmen. It's gonna be insane. So I think that this is a great start to the DCU, but I tonally the film felt kind of frenetic and like disjointed and like it was hard for me to get on board with what James Gunn was doing, but the character and the heart was there, and that's what's important to me. So that's my quick 2 cents.
Cool. I'm really surprised by that, but you know, interesting.
I'm actually expecting to like Fantastic Four more, to be honest.
Okay. Hey,
Well,
Which-
Fantastic Four has to be good, bro. It has to be.
What did you guys think about Thunderbolts?
I loved it.
yeah, it was good. It was definitely good.
Yeah,
I feel like the end of Thunderbolts will create that multiverse tie-in that we're looking for, the post-credit scene.
Right.
You know, there's different theories like, oh, that's not the same ship, etc., etc.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, I think that's going to give us the multiversal tie-in we're looking for. And for me, that post-credit scene creates a lot of excitement because we know we have Doom, we know we have Galactus. Obviously, something is so important that they have to travel from multiverse A universe to universe B, 616, whatever.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, my theory still lies in the fact that I'm thinking Galactus is going to destroy this world. He's going to destroy this world, and they got to escape, and then they're gonna have that like sense of failure about them, and like they have to prove themselves all over again.
Would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, they better do my boy Doom. He's one of my favorite characters. They better do Doom justice, man. I think that's what I have an issue with the past Fantastic Four movies, is I felt like Doom wasn't dope, and Doom has to be dope in this. I'm gonna be very disappointed.
You think Doom's gonna be in Fantastic Four?
No, but I think they should mention him.
Did you guys see the latest trailer? Not the one where he's like, you know, the price was too high. There was the latest trailer that just
No.
dropped.
No,
Oh my
Don't do that.
gosh, there's something I want to tell you guys, but
well,
I
then
mean it's in
don't.
the trailer, but it's in the trailer.
I don't watch it, and you know
Alright.
Dukes doesn't watch trailers, so
I'll message you later, Steven.
I don't even know if Doom is in it. I mean,
Yeah.
and also I should say this, I don't know if the spoilers I read are correct. So
Right.
Mm,
I could still be surprised like y'all, but
yeah.
That's the worst. It's like you go through and you like read all these spoilers, and the next thing you know, it's just fan fiction.
fantastic
had-
fiction.
Fantastic. They did have the blue carpet premiere, so people have seen it. People
Yeah.
are out there. No, Dukes is doing the Max Headroom thing again. Oh,
Yeah,
there he is.
yeah, yes.
I think I actually I think I fell off when I was explaining the Fantastic Four. So I wasn't lost for words. I wasn't unable to explain them. I think I was just frozen.
Yeah, I think you didn't mention Johnny Storm.
Okay, that's where I was talking when Joe said something. I'm like, I'm talking about it. What are you talking about?
The glitch
Yeah.
in the Matrix.
I also want to shout out the Future Foundation because I started reading those
Oh.
comics as well when they switched over to Future Foundation. They like tried to revamp Fantastic Four right around
Yeah.
the time that they did the Michael B. Jordan one,
Mhm.
Fan Four Stick, you know. But the Future Foundation was cool too. They brought in Spider-Man and made him one of the Fantastic Four, and he had that white and blue suit, and that was cool. So they've had different iterations of the four, you know, people.
Yeah.
Like the family is not always as tight, you know, as family is
Right.
sometimes. It's, you don't always get along with your siblings or the people that you call family, and you guys get in fights and stuff. And so that's where a lot of the intrigue comes. Like I think we can all relate to that. Like family dynamics can be really hard sometimes.
And I like when like they're away for a bit and somebody else has to take up the reins. So like, you know, you've had the She-Hulk on the team for a while, but then there's a time that they were all gone and somebody needed to fill the void. So you know, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, the Incredible Hulk, and Spider-Man, they grabbed the hold of the reins and they ran with it.
Dude, I totally forgot about Ghost Rider, but yeah, you're totally right. That's so freaking rad. That's so cool.
You see, with Marvel Rivals, man, they already did the Future Foundation skins on Marvel Rivals.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. And
I'm,
then
I'm
when-
looking forward to seeing the thing because I've been maining the thing, so
nice.
kind of more.
I
hyped
just
for it.
I'm just hoping that like somewhere in these next two Avengers film we get this thing versus Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. Like at
Heck
some
yeah.
point, like maybe in Secret Wars they battle it out or something.
They
It's
have
so
to.
sick.
They have to. That's classic footage right
Right.
there.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
did you guys ever see what Invisible Woman looked like when she was her alternate ego?
Yes.
Malice. Oh my
Yes.
god.
I have that skin on Marvel Rivals.
Oh, okay. So they got a Marvel already. Marvel Rivals. Dude, I got to get a next gen system so I can play this game.
Yeah, it's free.
I got nothing that can run it. I mean, I guess I could try on my laptop, but it's not a gaming laptop.
sounds like you need a tech update there, Alf.
I do. I need to go over to Costco and just get one of those cardboard, PS5 things and just stick it in my cart.
That skin is kind of similar to like the Goblin Queen, like when Jean Grey does that whole thing, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
She do that Sailor Moon intro where she's like,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm genuinely excited. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Like, I know like Dukes and Joe, you guys are like, like we're kind of like burnout, but like I want to know, like, if you had to think of just something that you could be excited about seeing, what would that thing be?
It would be exactly what you said. The
The
thing.
thing.
Like I said, I've been maining the thing on Marvel Rivals. So
Uh-huh.
like I've been doing a lot of Clobber in Time and Booyah.
Yeah.
He says that a lot in there. So I'm kind of looking forward to see how well they're gonna do him in that. And then of course Doom. Anything I hear about Doom, I'll be hyped for. But it has to be good, man. I hope this is gonna be good. I hope Alan walks out of the movie going like, "Hey, man, this is actually pretty good." I think they need somebody smart because they killed everybody else that was smart. You know what I mean? So you kind of need like
Yeah.
a leader in the forefront. Rest in peace. The true Black Panther. But I think they were gonna try to do that with him
yeah,
because like in the comics, dude owns planets and has a contingency plan like Batman to kill every X-Men Avenger or whatever comes in his path. And you don't have that. So all we have left in the universe as of right now is Reed Richards. So I hope Pedro does a good job and I can that's what I'm looking forward to see what direction from this movie is Marvel headed to, and is it going to be better?
yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I am super stoked to see Galactus. I mean, when we had that smoke cloud like straight out of Lost, I was like, come on. What is this? Like we had the Lost smoke monster, then we had the Fantastic Four smoke monster, we had the Green Lantern yellow smoke monster. I'm like, really, is smoke monster the way we need to go right now? This Galactus looks absolutely amazing, and he wants Reed Richards' kid. Why? What's it gonna do? I mean, we know Franklin Richards is powerful as all get up, but it's like, oh man,
That's a cute little baby that they have.
yeah. It's like, I'm gonna eat your baby.
Mm.
Get in my belly.
Get in my belly.
Man, I'm curious to see what Duke thinks about this.
Yeah, his mic's out.
One day we'll hear it.
Yeah.
So, dude, I want to say something really interesting. Okay, like because I don't know if you guys have noticed or how many trailers you've seen, but the thing looks so cool. Like I
Yeah,
think
it
the
looks good.
CG looks really, really
Mhm.
good.
Best looking
And
thing.
and they asked like one of the artists or one of the VFX supervisors or something, how did you guys do that? And they said what they did was they went out into like the desert, like where like the red rocks are, and they shot that rock, like pictures of that rock over and over and over again, like just picked a rock and they shot it like a rock that kind of looked like they wanted like the thing to look like, that kind of like, matte, kind of like shiny, edgy kind of thing. And they shot pictures over and over and over again in different lighting scenarios, sun going down, sun coming up, shadow cast, all that stuff. Like light here, multi lit, and they just kept shooting the rock over and over and over again from different angles. And they use that rock as like a template or like an effects guide to like view while they're doing their work, so that they can make him look as realistic as possible in every single lighting scenario. I just thought that was freaking rad.
That's excellent, man.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. No wonder he looks so clean. People were like, I saw some TikTok videos where they're complaining about the way he looks. I think he looks a lot better than he does in the other ones. His
He
predecessors.
looks fantastic. He looks really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Everybody's just mad because he's got a shirt on.
I
mean,
want to see
there's-
the trench coat and the hat.
Oh, that's a good look, man. That is a good look. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, yeah, it's good. There was something else I was gonna say. I can't remember right now. I already got the Lego set with the Galactus.
Oh,
nice.
did you?
I haven't built it yet, but I'm excited. And it's got like, I love it because it has Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, and his skin's like slightly darker than the other three.
Just make sure you put it where your kids can't reach it.
Yeah. No, I trust me. I got that. I got that.
I was telling him how your daughter's rebel scum.
Bro. Oh, you told him, dude. It's like you see TikTok videos of that happening. Like, and it happened to me. My daughter, like, I have the Death Star 2, the big UCS. It's like if you buy it in a box, it's worth like $1,500 or something like that, maybe $2,000. She knocked over my fully built Death Star 2. It's like 6,000 pieces or something. It just exploded, and I had to put it all back together like a
She
puzzle.
found the exhaust port.
How long did it take you?
Took me like a week. Took me like 5 nights probably.
Damn.
I was like working it out, and I was like, the first night it happened, I was so sad. I ordered a pizza and a beer, and I just sat there and ate and drank. I actually ordered the Fantastic Four pizza. I think I sent.
Oh, nice.
Little Caesars has got a little Fantastic Four promotion going on right now. So you buy the pizza, and it's split into quadrants of 4.
Yeah.
And it's got pepperoni. Which one's pepperoni? For Reed, maybe?
Yeah, because he's so
And then-
basic.
Yeah, cheese for Sue Storm,
All right.
and it's got pepperoni with jalapeno for Johnny,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's got bacon and sausage for Ben Grimm,
Oh,
and
that's
it's
pretty
split in like 4. You have like 4 different sections, and it's
Right.
freaking rad. And they have these cool boxes, like these retro boxes, and if you collect all 4, you make a huge Fantastic Four logo.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm on the hype train, I guess, like way more than I thought.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta.
and let's not forget, dude, Human Torch is Eddie from Stranger Things, bro. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's gonna be good, dude.
I'm probably worried most for that character's portrayal. Like, I think Chris Evans was way more of like the hothead version that I wanted to see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we saw that again, which is amazing in Deadpool. But this version of Deadpool, of Johnny, I'm kind of worried that they're kind of like dwarf his kind of I don't know, his like,
Machismo.
well, I don't know what to call it, because he's like his pompous like attitude.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't seem to have as much of like an ego. The ego is the thing that I think he like mainly
Like
has. It's
dry, you think dry humor?
ego, sarcasm. Yeah, like he's the quick
Right.
wit. He's like
Right.
the person you want to hang out with because he's attractive and he's interesting.
It's on fire.
And I don't know if I don't, from the trailers I've seen, I don't know if they're going to capture his character perfectly, but albeit I love that actor. He was great in the what's it called, the Silent Alien movie, the reboot that they did with Lupita Nyong'o. I can't remember what it's called.
Wait, the side.
It's the John Krasinski movie.
Krasinski one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
The one,
But-
yes. I only saw part 2 for some reason. Never 1 and never 3.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
It's like I need to know. It's gonna come to me right
Quiet
before you
Place.
get it. Quiet Place.
The Quiet
Oh,
Place
yeah, Quiet
origin
Place.
song.
Duke's
yeah,
called
yeah.
it. Duke's called it.
Why? What do you call it? Because he was quiet.
Right.
in his place.
He's miming it.
Yeah, that's
He's like,
Duke's right
he's
now.
first word.
Dukes is
Two
experiencing the Quiet Place. There's aliens running around his. He's just a viewer.
Wait, is that the Bird Box? What was the Bird Box? So you can't.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so viewer.
Yeah,
He's the one viewer we have watching.
Dang, man.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, this movie, I feel like it's gonna be great. I don't know. I can see them just scrapping the world that they're on, and my hopes is that that's gonna happen. I really, I guess I kind of want that. I want them to just they have to leave that world to come to this world, and they're chasing Doom over for some odd reason. This is my head canon. I don't know anything else about it. I didn't follow up in on any of the spoilers, but that's what I want to happen, and they get here and, they get all fantastic on the world, and, they got to catch up with our technology. But on that note, does anybody have any final thoughts?
Something. Final thoughts. I'm trying to think, because there was one other thing. I wanted to say this also. I'm excited for Michael Giacchino's score. We got an amazing Marvel film by Michael Giacchino. The Werewolf by Night was so good. That short little movie, the hour-long presentation around Halloween time a few years back, and he hasn't really been doing a lot of scores, kind of here and there. He even came out and said, like, I always kind of wanted to direct. I never really wanted to do music, but he just kind of fell into it because I think his dad was into it. But this score, I listened to the theme a couple times over and over, and it sounds really stupid in the trailers, but it's actually really catchy.
It's
and
ominous.
It's got this bouncy kind of like early Disneyland thing, like in the, Tomorrowland. Yeah. So like I'm kind of excited to see, like, I'm low key kind of thinking it's going to be really, really cool. And everyone that's seen it says Michael Giacchino's score is really, really well done. So I'm really looking forward to it.
I got you, man. Yeah. Okay. Well, and on that note, we're going to go ahead and close out this podcast. Rest in peace, Dukes. I mean, it was nice talking to you. So I am NWO.
Re and NWO. Sorry, I was a glitch in the matrix like Dukes.
Nerds redefined.
Booyah! Now.